Hello
My
guys,
first
how you all doing? Hope you guys are
is
good.
to
My people, I
thank
don't bring
God
another one come
Almighty
on. Make una listen to wait
for
our
His
president Peter Obi talk.
keeping
Please like
Nigeria,
and share and
protecting it,
subscribe and
and
God
blessing
bless
it.
you.
Thanking the good people of Nigeria for their interest and participation in trying to build a new Nigeria. The journey so far has been very tough, but that is what is expected. It's been difficult because you're trying to change what is there that hasn't kept us where we are. So it's going to be difficult. But if you look at the last election, as you know, it's probably the worst election considering in this particular republic, considering the 2022 electoral law, which was meant to improve our overall election process, and continued and consistent promises of the chairman of INEC that this is going to be the best thing that has ever happened to Nigeria and everything. And you could see it in all the editorials, in all the international newspapers from Financial Times, The Economist, Wall Street Journal, everybody, including Chatham House, where even the chairman was there. He has questioned the rating of the country. And for me in particular, it's one of sadness. 63 years after Nigerian independence, we can't conduct simple election. Talk less of any other, just election.
That some prominent Nigerians, church leaders, traditional rulers, and high net worth stakeholders are saying that though there are several infractions, the outcome of the election is the way God wants it, and it should be allowed.
The problem of Nigeria is accepting wrongdoing, accepting what is unacceptable. That is using God's name in vain. That's not what God said. God said, do not use my name in vain. So what they're saying is not God's wish. It is not God's plan for Nigeria. So why don't we accept that the 133 million Nigerians who are poor is God's wish? Why don't we accept that 95 million Nigerians living in absolute poverty is God's wish? It is God's wish that you don't have electricity. It is God's wish that our children are kidnapped. It is God's wish that we have collapsed primary health care, leading us to be the country with the highest infant mortality. It is everything happening is God's way, not so what God says. No, God's wish is when you do the right thing. And in the end, it is done. This election was predicated and planned. And we have clear laws about the conduct of the election. If it was followed, if these results were uploaded from the booth, polling unit, like they said, to the server and everything, we won't be here. I won't be talking about it. It would have been concluded in a matter of hours without anybody arguing about it. But it is not God's wish that you do the wrong thing. You've conducted the election, Rufai. You've announced or declared the winner. I'm only asking, can I have access to the documents and materials you used to arrive at that? I'm not asking you to change what you said. And remember, like I also say, people, I'm not challenging their declaration. Sorry, I'm not challenging who they declared. I'm not challenging whatever the outcome. I'm challenging the process which they arrived at their declaration. And unless we do that, we're not going to stop the rascality we witnessed in that election.
Reno Amokri, who is a spokesperson for the People's Democratic Party, says, well, APC may have rigged, but that Mr. Peter Obi was the perfect rigger in that election, and that you rigged in the Southeast.
Ruben, I have never, and I will never ask anybody to add one vote for me that doesn't rightfully belong to me. I've never paid anybody to rig election for me. Go all over Nigeria and ask anybody in INEC, the so-called EOs, resident commissioners, everybody, whether any of them have met Peter Obi saying do this. Go and ask police, army, anybody. Never. They are referees. It is their job to do their job. I've never. This show where I got 97% is in Anambra State. Reno Omokri forgot that in 2019, go and check the records, where PDP had the highest vote was in Anambra State. When in 2019, when I was vice presidential candidate to Atiku, our vote in Anambra State was 95 point something, almost 96%. That's where PDP got the highest vote, because I was on that ballot. And they know me. Ruben, I live in Onitsha. If you want to know whether I get 95% in Anambra State, come and go to Anambra State with me. I don't need police. When I come out, you see the reaction of the people. In fact, I'm actually surprised I didn't get 100%. I'm telling you, because I don't know who will be voting against me in Anambra State. In the Southeast, it's a similar situation. People know me. People know what I stand for. People know I've kept to my promises. People know I've kept what I've said. It's a simple thing. The declared winner did not win. You might have been declared by whatever means, but you've not won the election. Ruben, to win is to win the people. Democracy is government of the people, by the people, for the people. That means if you must win, you must win the people. But if you don't win the people, you've not won. Which machinery do I have to rig? I have no councillor, I have no local government chairman, no this thing. I'm not in control of police. I don't even know any DPO. So which machinery will I use to rig? How will you do? They are the ones who I believe in this. What they are doing is what I'm trying to change. So those who say you have satisfied what I came for are part of the people we are trying to change. APC presidential candidate is an elder brother. I can even call him a father. And I have all respect for him and everything. I've not been opportune to speak with him. You know, I don't have any issue with him. I respect him and I'll continue to do so. I'm only challenging the process in which he was declared winner. Because that process is wrong. And that process must be corrected. I believe that the things must be done rightly. We must follow the law, rule of law. We must have a society where things are done in a decent, organized manner. Especially as we're trying to build this new nation that will be exemplary and the world will take us serious and respect us. You know, INEC is an institution backed by law. The court have given an order, a ruling. They are not obeying it. Where do we have? We start to build a nation. The most important ingredients of what makes a nation is the rule of law. And I've said it when I was campaigning, that we must govern by rule of law.